Tell me the story about Pac interrupting Snoop interview.
Well, you know, Papa G conducted he was the head of publication, so he conducted all the interviews, everything. He did everything. Publicity wise, he did everything. So during the time that the Doggfather was coming out, Papa G had me go with him to Can-Am because they were doing an interview with BRE magazine. So they were doing they were doing the interview with BRE, Snoop. Everybody was kind of in the room in the studio. We were in there. Snoop was doing the interview with BRE, and then Tupac happened to come in. And when Tupac came in, he got to talking about Makaveli. It kind of just threw off the whole energy in the room. So it just seemed like now we wasn't really on what we was talking about with Snoop no more. We wasn't really on that. We listening to what Pac talking about. And he playing all these songs and he dissing people and all. We on that. Like the reporter wasn't even, it was like the energy was just off of Snoop. It was all on Pac, and it was supposed to be a Snoop interview. But I mean, he was in there giving a full concert, performing a song and everything. You know what I'm saying? While he was up in there, you know what I'm saying? So it was hard to still give Snoop that energy when he in there doing that. If you a Pac fan, you finna be amazed. And then you ain't never heard the Makaveli, and now you hearing that, and you like, ooh, this is heat.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So Pac, he just came into that man interview and started playing Makaveli.
He just came in and started playing the Makaveli. And that was the first time that I really heard a couple of tracks off of that album, was that day.
What was your reaction when Pac did that?
I don't know. At that time, I really didn't look at it like he was interrupting. I kind of looked at Death Row as like a family. I kind of just looked at like, man, he just coming here showing this stuff right now. He ain't even really looking at it like that. I didn't look at it like he was just coming in, taking over the interview at that time. But then when I got older, I kind of looked at the situation like, yeah, it could be a little different because he was in there. We was clearly in there doing the interview, and he came in there and he started playing this stuff and started talking about it. And I mean, at that time, Pac was hot. He was hot. Like, it was like he was hot. So
yeah, he was real hot at that time.
He was super hot, man, and you couldn't tell Pac nothing then. He was hot. I'm telling you, I used to work records. I tell anybody that used to do college radio, and I used to do college radio at Death Row, I tell anybody, when you did college radio or you did radio at Death Row, you did not have to do no job. You didn't have to do no work. Now I know this difference because I started doing college radio for OFTB after they left Death Row. I used to have to make every phone call to get people to play that record. When I was at Death Row trying to get off a record, I ain't have to call nobody. All I had to do was just sit at my desk and answer the phone. That job was the easiest job that anybody could have did, is just answering the phone, just taking down the address, because everybody called me. I didn't have to call nobody when I was working the record.
Crazy, man. So do you think Snoop felt the type of way about Pac doing that?
I don't know. He didn't really show no signs that day that I could really say. I mean, and then at that time, me and Snoop was real cool. Papa G used to have to break me and Snoop up from having conversations. I didn't really see nothing from him in that time. And this ain't to throw no rocks at Snoop or nothing. Because at that time, me and Snoop was real cool. You feel me? We was cool, like super cool. Like I said, Papa G used to have to tell me I had to stop talking to him because they trying to do stuff.
I remember you saying before that, when Tupac got to Death Row, he became the head honcho. Like at first, Snoop, he was the number one artist, but when Tupac got there, he became the, number one focus point.
I mean, you couldn't deny that at that time. You couldn't deny it. I'm not taking nothing from Snoop, but at that time, it was just like Pac just took it he just took it out the solar system. It was just, everything was just, it was blew out the water. It was on another level. And I didn't get to experience Death Row when Doggy Style was on top. I just got to experience Death Row when All Eyes on Me was popping. And to me, that energy was just, it was out this universe, because it was like, it was a whole bunch going on. That was the experience, being around at that time, that was the experience that I will never, ever forget. It was a lot going on during that time, a lot.